So I posted every single day on Instagram for 30 days. Here's why you shouldn't. So you're in this video because you're probably in a predicament, as I was 30 days ago, or I'm going to get into more detail how long ago. You're wondering whether or not you should be uploading every single day, twice a day, if that. I'm here to explain to you guys the pros and the cons. So I uploaded to Instagram. Why else do people do so? To grow a following or to build a community. In my specific case, I wanted to be this fantastic sensation, go viral, as we all do, or wish to do, sorry. But no, I actually just wanted to grow a following. I wanted to see whether or not I could grow within the parameters of that 30-day challenge, if you will. Sorry, a little bit of context. I was, well, currently at the time of this being taped, I manage, upload, edit on 4 platforms. Those platforms being Facebook, YouTube Shorts, and YouTube, sorry, TikTok, and your beloved Instagram. Topic in hand. Initially thought, yes, uploading 30 days, piece of cake. Was hearing it from externals. If you are in the domain of uploading every day, or you see these massive YouTube personalities, these massive Instagram personalities upload every single day on social media, that's the reason why they've garnered the success. Also, I have this because I written down a script, or so I don't get lost conveying my message over to you guys. So apologies for this. So I thought it was a piece of cake. 30 days. It is what it is. I'm pretty decent at editing. I can manage my way around uploading, I suppose. Here's where it gets interesting, guys. I became obsessed. Obsessed to the point where I was spending hours upon end editing, drafting. I would be so obsessed, I would have 7 drafts ahead of schedule. Do you know how much time that takes to draft in a specific way? Adding hashtags, finding the correct audio, finding the correct cover photo. It certainly can get intricate, should you let it. And that's where I found myself the majority of the time. So as a rookie, I would, like any rookie does, or novice in our case, I would make certain mistakes. And the mistake I would make would be to edit in the app itself. So for example, if I wanted to have a reel posted on Instagram, I would edit the raw footage I produced, I filmed and uploaded. I would edit it all in the Instagram app. Foolishly, I would also, because at the time I was primarily taking care of my 2 accounts, my TikTok and Instagram. Go and follow me, by the way. I would edit initially in the Instagram app, find the audio, then re-upload it. And this is the massive mistake I would do, is I would reproduce the same action over on TikTok. And you can imagine the consumption in time and the consumption in stress when you're trying to edit in a app. Don't worry guys, I'm now using third-party apps, the app being CapCut, which is fantastic. Can't give you CapCut guys enough credit. The thing about being obsessed and wanting to improve, wanting to grow, wanting to hit that 30-day or be efficient in that 30-day parameter is that you would spend ages trying to figure out what is your next draft. When I say draft, your next reel. A draft is basically before you upload as a reel, for you guys who don't know what I'm talking about. Although I assume you know what I'm talking about. Long story short, it just became a massive ball of stress. Even when I was finished creating or drafting reels, I would spend, I'd say, a quarter of the day thinking or brainstorming in my head what I should be recording next, what I should be filming next, how I should film, where I should film. It would reach the extent to where okay, so when am I going to be filming next? And I would use every single opportunity to film content, gather content just for the reels, for the sake of this 30-day upload malarkey. And I became obsessed. I admittedly confess that. It just wasn't healthy. I'm only realizing now that it isn't healthy. I would say that it's a lot of management for you guys who I assume have regular lives, regular jobs. It is a lot of stress if you're in the domain of beginning to learn certain editing tools and then moving final pieces over to Instagram. It's also another process in itself in learning certain algorithms that Instagram, that's another thing. Algorithms, I came across this in the obsessed stage. I heard about these things as I was obsessing about uploading, and algorithm is another thing that plays a factor if you don't upload at a certain time. So I would stress about uploading at a certain time. I would have to edit within a certain time frame to reach that timestamp. Getting stressed just telling you guys about it is ridiculous. With that, it just makes you, so with the algorithm stuff as well on Instagram, it's somewhat of a trap, I would like to call it. Algorithm traps you into thinking you should be uploading every day to be this uprising star. But then the flip side to it is that if you do upload every day, I've only realized that algorithms don't favor, what I'm trying to say is, no one likes spam, right? And by you uploading every day, you fit into that spam category. So by definition, you're defeating the purpose of the algorithm, right? By uploading every day. That is though, unless you have a significant following, I've found that the bigger accounts, say 50K and above, those accounts get away with uploading every day because they've grown their following, or they have already a significant community or following behind them, sorry. So it does make sense for them to post every day because it builds that rapport with guys like us, right? You know, people like us, right? So the downsides is time. You're trying to defeat the algorithm. And what are you really doing? Honestly, uploading 30 days. What is your basis? Why are you really uploading? What's the purpose of it, right? Because my purpose was, aside from growing up to 10K is my utmost. I just want to reach 10K on some type of platform. It's just a goal of mine. It's a personal goal of mine. It's an inside joke I have with my friends. 10K, road to 10K, it's whatever. Are you really providing value? And the reason why, partially why I'm making this video, is because the icing on the cake, this is a downside also, which led me to the realization of, oh, uploading every day, what value does it actually add to my life? And what value does it take away from my life? If I'm honest, I wake up, because now I've found a rhythm. I found a routine where I wake up and then I automatically search for audio on my phone. The most trending or the most fitting for the reel in which I'm going to upload that day. And it just takes away my morning. And that time could be spent with other priorities that I wouldn't necessarily think of. But now I've realized that there's more to life than just uploading, right? Should I even show you? Is it even copyright if I show you guys? But this is not to downplay anyone's content or whatever. I personally film my content with the intent of providing value, providing somewhat insight, because I am still an overseas basketball pro player, right? So if anyone is to take some advice, it would impartially be from someone like myself. Considering also my demographic, I'm Filipino British, you're from London. I don't really fit the, oh, you're from London, okay, oh yeah, chap, oh, you know what I'm saying? But I saw a reel in which the person was literally closing a gym door. They had a view from the back, and you can see where I'm going with this. They were literally just closing the door, and it got so many likes and views, and I was like, I spent all this time for a less than 10-second clip to, you know, it's just, the clip just made me realize, like, it's a popularity contest. It really is a popularity contest. Unless you're showing skin, unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Unless you're showing skin, I have it right here. I don't know whether to show you guys because it's copyright. But literally, you can see there, the opening, closing, the opening and closing. And that's not to discredit any of their work, because your work is your own, but I'm just comparing it to what I do. All right, this got near to 100,000 likes. All right, and I hate to compare, which is it's the world we live in, right? Credits to you, but in comparison to my work is thorough. I believe it's thorough. It provides value, not just opening a gym door and getting away with 100k likes. It sounds like I'm hating now. I don't want to hate or spread negativity, but this is more so me justifying the fact as to why you shouldn't stress too much on creating and growing, because it should really just be organic. If it doesn't happen, then there's more things in life that are more valuable. Feels like I'm venting, possibly am, because I'm crossing this bridge where I'm not going to be uploading every day anymore, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. On the flip side, right, the upsides of learning or being in this 30-day upload challenge, I did learn valuable skills, valuable modern skills, that is. I learned how to edit in the third-party apps. CapCut, shout outs to you guys. I also learned coloring, the importance of lighting when you're shooting. For example, this video now, I became obsessed. I just learned as much as I physically could to improve my quality and the quality of my content with the boundaries that I have. So I have an iPhone 13 Pro, I have a GoPro Hero 10. Valuable content. How could I push out quality, valuable content for you guys that's engaging and you guys can relate to? I learned what Instagram, TikTok, all the short form content platforms favor in their quality, or when they compress certain videos. So for example, I've been shooting in 4K 30 when the smoothest outcome is actually 1080 60 frames. I can't believe this. Got freaking nearly 100k likes just for opening a gym door and walking out the gym door. It's ridiculous. I'm just saying, all right, we're staying positive around here, guys. I'm just comparing the lackluster in my content to someone who has more of an impact, I suppose, on Instagram. Oh yeah, editing, the upsides of editing content, producing content, being in the shoes of a content creator. It is fulfilling. You're out there, you're filming, you're getting these weird looks from people passing by. You're that guy on the basketball court that always sets up the camera for the sake of the content. And once it's out there and you get them likes, I admittedly, so it is somewhat rewarding, because those likes in modern day society directly translate to your value, I suppose. Oh, also, guys, I was so obsessed, all right? I would be overseas, so I took a holiday to Singapore. I was editing in Singapore while I was in Singapore with my family, with my loved ones, with the close ones to my heart. While I was editing, I was still stressing. So I'm going back to the downsides. I was still stressing, trying to push out content, trying to find the best spot in Singapore for internet speed. It would just become so obsessive. Even when I went to Philippines, I would be uploading every day. Same scenario, finding the best Wi-Fi spot, not being present in the moment, because I would have to edit produce the drafts. It wasn't healthy. It became, and I don't want to use the word, it became toxic. Okay, yeah, so the lesson I value the most, there's just more to life than uploading. And if people like your stuff, then they will like it regardless. There's no need to put a front on, there's no need to stage certain things. It's ridiculous, because I would upload content, I would make content, create content, I would repost it as a story. I would get X amount of views on a story, but then the likes on my actual piece of content would be insignificant. And yes, you who's watching right now, who's viewing my story on Instagram and not even dropping me a like, where's the love? But I know you're watching. I know you're watching. It's just a weird world that we live in right now. I can't personally tell you what's the best way to grow your Instagram. Take it from me. There is no one defined perfect way to grow your Instagram. Not the algorithm, not your quality, not your content type, not your niche. If it happens, and let it happen organically, right? Because some of the things that I see you guys like, I'm following this person. I see that they follow X piece of content, but for me, it's like there's nothing. And we're friends, or we're following each other on Instagram. It's like, that doesn't make sense. So it just doesn't make sense to me no more to be uploading every day. So now my focus is going to be my Facebook and my YouTube. Facebook, guys, if you're not following me already, I do upload, or I do stream there, gameplay Mobile Legends, for you guys who are interested. And my YouTube, right now, if you're watching this and it meant something to you, please subscribe. That's the best metric. Like it, that's an even better metric. Dislike it, it's a metric. Do something, all right? Spread the love, because I'm trying to let you guys know about my experience, and I thought I could just make a quick story about this on Instagram, but I wanted to take the time to chat to you guys about something that's meaningful to me, because I did take the time, and it's been a process. But like I said, there isn't one perfect way to grow your Instagram following. If you do it, and the first month or so you're grown 10k, then carry on. But me, my following has not been the greatest, so it just doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. Why put your eggs all in one basket when fucking Easter is every year? That didn't make no sense. But yeah, in terms of my following, I don't think it did anything. I don't think I even gained half of my initial, if I was to just upload photos. But yeah, that's been me, guys. I've got to chop this up. I'll edit it whenever I can, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. One love.